In these series of videos, I sit down and talk to my 92-year-old Italian father-in-law. We chat about the hardships of growing up in a small farming village in the mountains of Italy, his life, his family, and the life during the war, his migration to Australia, and how life has been for him since coming to Australia. In this first episode, we look back on his childhood, his family, and the war.
Hello, my name is Enrico Reviglio. I hope you enjoy my story. Io sono Enrico Reviglio. Spero che avete le mie esperienze. Come from a small town in Piemonte, from a big family of 10.
When you were you born in Peraldo? Where were you born? What year? What was your...
I born 18th of September 1929.
At Peraldo?
Peraldo.
In the hospital or?
I born at home.
Born at home?
Yeah.
And how long did you live in Peraldo with your parents?
Oh, I've been living in Peraldo. What do I say? I went to work here and there in the farm, but you know, so it was very poor money.
Tell us about when you went to school.
When I was a boy, to go to school, we had to walk. It was about 1 kilometer away. And of course, we had 2 or 3 other children in the same part of village. And then I went until the 5th class, and that's it. Then I worked on the farm like a slave.
Did you used to go to the church? Did you used to go to church on Sundays?
Oh yeah. In my town, they got a beautiful church. Also, my town is only 640 life. Well, that was when I finished school. I went to the share farm. We were growing wheat, potato, corn, and we had a vineyard, make our own grapes, and we had our own pig, and we was killing the pig just about a week before Christmas.
Ah.
Because they got a white Christmas. There'd be snow.
So you had a lot of snow there. You have a lot of snow in Christmas. You have a lot of snow at Christmas.
Oh yeah, the snow. I ran there at the snow from November until February. Sometime get up from the bed, we had a meter of snow on the doorstep.
Wow. Cold.
So we have to have the best blankets or anything to cover ourselves up.
Keep warm.
Keep warm. And that is part of my story. My life wasn't easy. Between to going to school and work on the leaning ground in the farm, slaving, plying the ground with the ox.
So,
After, when I left there, they started building tractor, machinery bigger than one bigger than the one, and that's modern life come out. I explain my experience when I was a young boy. My worst years was 1944. I was 15 years of age. I was arresting the wheat. I passed over with a cycle over a hand grenade. Lucky it didn't touch it, otherwise I would have gone. And that particular year, in my town, they fighting German against the partisan. And the German with 2 army vehicles, which they call a Panzer, and they come up and they try to traveling and push the partisan out. But they travel up to a crossroad, which was a mine put there by the partisan. Well, one vehicle passed behind the building, and he side we went. The second one, he come toward across the road, and he passed over the mine and blew in 1,000 pieces. So, few days later, someone saw a head in the paddock below, 30 meters away. Also, a shirt was hanging up on the poplar trees 6 months after.
wow.
Yeah. And 3 brothers served in the army during the war.
And who were the other 2 brothers?
They had Peter and Paul.
They all came back from the army after the war?
Yeah.
And it was Paul that
I
you...
only lost Luigi.
in Russia?
In Russia. Yeah, Italian, German, they went in Russia, they went 80 close to Moscow. So when they Russia, they launched a counterattack. They push away.
Yeah.
And
so
my brother apparently, he got caught as a prisoner, but they 70 years after, they sent home. My sister got a badge of the army, you know, a badge 9, and the day was born. But so Russia, they took a prisoner and they let the starve to death.
So after the war, Paul and Peter came home.
Yeah, after the war, my brother Peter, he walked home from Germany. You know, he walked, yeah. That's all that. Hey, but I lost Gigi in Russia. 'Cause that was bad, wasn't it?
In 2010, historians excavating war graves in Russia retrieved the dog tags of Luigi Roviglio, who was captured by the Russians at the Battle of Stalingrad and later died in a labour camp. That same year, the dog tags were returned to his family. In November 2010, Enrico returned to his hometown of Peraldo to be part of a ceremony unveiling a memorial to the men from the village that had not returned from the war. The visit and reunion with his brother and sisters is a memory he talks of often.
My father, he was like a piss ball. All he had a good time for himself. And then after being struggle from one place to the other, we had a share farm with my brother named Paul. Then after that, one of the sisters got married, and so my brother Paul, he was already 40, he decided to get married. I went to live on the east of Italy. Anyhow, after being struggle, working for some of the farmer here and there, they was just give me the feed. And in one place they let me starving too, because they had only a daughter. Him and her, he has 3 daughters, and she had 2.
And you used to live with
So I had working there for a couple of years, playing the grain with an ox. So we went to a share farm, no, a big farm. We give up to the owner, a share farm. Was in one share farm for 10 years.
Yeah?
I was.
Where was that? Where was the share
I
farm
was
at?
10 years of age, and we started there. I was 20 in this share farm.
Where was the share farm?
Peraldo.
At Peraldo.
Yeah. And after this share farm, we went to another share farm for 4 years, and then that's why I was vacancy to come to Australia. I applied for, because I was working from here, there to place, and I was young. What I had was good, I had a Lambretta. You know this motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my jolly thing, with a Lambretta.
So you used to work on the share farm? Who else was on there? Paul?
Yeah, after share farm I went work in private farm,
Yep.
But in one property in a town named Diano Marina in Liguria. And then aside from there, this lady, they was looked after. They had only girl. They had to have a man who play the ground, you know, with this oak they had. Oh, big oaks, about nearly a ton of weight. Oh, yeah. But because they had only girl, they had to hire a man to the ground, you know. They was growing artichoke.
Artichoke?
Yeah, up in Liguria. And then, that's what I say. When I applied, was vacancy to come to Australia as sugar cane cutter.
Then where were your parents then? Had they passed away?
Yeah, well, my parents passed away. I was already here in Australia.
So when you left, your parents were still alive?
Oh, yeah.
And what were your parents doing then? Were they on a farm? What were your parents doing before you left to come over here?
Oh, well, I said, I was, when we left to share a farm because my brother got married, he went to live further, you know. He was 40 years of age, so, you know, and he decided to get married.
Okay, so with your brothers and sisters, just go through them, who they were and what they did. So who was the eldest? Was Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
And he was a farmer.
Yeah.
And then who was next?
Carlo, he died with meningitis. The second one. The third named Peter. Peter, he got married, and he's got one daughter, which is in touch with me, named Sylvia.
Yeah.
And then their life is like that. I've been wandering quite a few places.
After Peter, who was the next one?
Luigi was the next one.
Who died in the war?
Yeah.
Then who was?
Then after you had Mariuccia, a daughter, Francesca.
What did Mariuccia do? What is she?
Mariuccia, she married a policeman, and she's got 2 boys, yeah. And Francesca.
Is Mariuccia still alive?
Yeah. And
Francesca.
Teresa had a twins after me. Tina and Teresa. Teresa just passed away a couple of weeks ago. They were writing to me, you know.
Tina.
Tina died 2 years ago, but Teresa, Tina Teresa was a twin. After me.
Yeah.
Born after me.
She only just died recently.
2 years younger than me.
So Teresa only just died recently?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they passed away. And Mattia, the last one, a priest.
So, okay, so where was he a priest? He was at?
Yeah, he been a priest, he been fly up. Off and on. He was getting good money. He had a parish, big as Canterbury, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in the big money. But he told to the server, oh, tonight I go out. He was got a prostitute.
Oh.
And the bishop kicked him out. Oh, that's a funny story. The bishop kicked him out. After a couple of years, they resumed him again because very poor priest, no, not enough. And one stage, my brother, he had to look after 5 town, you know, between baptize and say the mass and bury the people. He had 5 town to look after.
So he was busy.
So, anyhow, he finished. He went to live with a widow. So he's quite happy now to live with a widow.
So he's still alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's just go through. So he's still alive. Teresa and Tina have passed away.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still
Tina
alive.
passed away. Yeah, yeah.
So you're still alive.
Oh,
I
the
see.
one.
And who older than you is still alive?
No, they're all gone.
No, Francesca's still alive.
Francesca, yeah, she passed away not long ago too. I think, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think she's.
And then, yeah, Mattia's still alive,
So is it only?
but he don't want to get in touch with me for some reason.
He might.
I think he got dementia.
Yeah, he might have dementia.
Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed. Tina passed away. I got no. I only got Francesca's daughter, named Anna. They get in touch with me, you know, every Christmas.
I think Francesca's still alive, Rick.
Yeah, she's still alive.
So there's Francesca, you, and.
1 year older than me.
Yeah, so she's 93. You're coming up 92.
Yeah, that's right.
And how old's Mattia?
Mattia is 5 years younger.
Okay, so he's probably 87.
Yeah.
He's only a young fella.
But so, you know, for some reason, he must got dementia or
He might
something.
have, yeah.
So he does apply to, you know, reply to me.
When you were a young boy, where did you live?
Oh, well, I went to school at Paroldo. That's a small town, 640 people only, right? And
What sort of house did you live in? What sort of house did you live in back then?
Very poor house with stone and mud. Yeah, well,
Tell us about the house that you lived in.
oh, shocking. And my father, the biggest mango nerd, he wouldn't do nothing, you know. He just was interested to go in the pub and get pissed. Finish a bottle, bring me another one, you know. Oh, real bad. He was the only son born from an old man and a young girl named Paula.
What was his name, your father?
Biagio,
And what was your mother's name?
Rosina.
Rosanna.
Yeah. Rosina.
Rosina.
Yeah.
And so
That's why her name Rosanna.
did he work, your dad? Did he work on the farm?
Yeah. And,
What was your mum like?
oh, she was a poor bastard. After we 10 kids, and my father, he was used a stick too, you know. And she was on top of the ceiling. She go, where is the ceiling out there? Unbelievable. My father was a real bastard there. One of the worst bloody men you can get.
So what sort of house was it you lived in? Made out of mud and
Oh,
stone?
yeah, stone house with mud.
So you lived on the top, did you?
No, just, yeah, we had kitchen under, and the other part on top was a bedroom.
Yep.
On top, you know. Them day we was harvesting the wheat, and we had a threshing machine come, you know, and my 1 year we made about 50 tons of wheat.
Yeah?
Yeah, on the little ground, plough with the ox, you know, with old plough, you know, and then, I've been a struggler, believe me.
And your sisters, they got married and moved away, did they?
Yeah, then, the only Tina had a family, Mariuccia, Maria, a policeman, Francesca, Maria, silly bugger. But anyway, got 2 girls, he's still alive, they get in touch with me. And yeah, I don't know why Mattia doesn't get in touch with me anymore, for some reason. So I only got Ada and Sylvia, the young generation, to get in touch, you know.
In the next episode, we talk about coming to Australia, where he worked, the kind of work he did.